Falling in Reverse frontman Ronnie Radke is firing back at former Skid Row vocalist Sebastian Bach, who once again mocked him in a new interview over that 2022 festival cancellation where Falling in Reverse had to cancel their show. And in a video uploaded, Radke said it was due to multiple laptops that were misplaced. And so, as I'm sure you can recall, there was a lot of controversy, particularly with older artists who took issue with that. And they were saying things like, if you rely on laptops to play your show, you shouldn't have a show at all. And I think it really oversimplified the situation, because if you're a rock / metal / hip hop band, particularly with the hip hop aspect, and you've got a lot of electronic elements, it can make it nearly impossible to perform. And also, you can't convert every song into acoustic. Not all songs are playable, and not all songs would even sound good in doing that. So it just makes sense to cancel the show in some cases, as unfortunate as it is. But needless to say, this led to a contentious back and forth on social media between Bach and Radke, and it has been reignited due to this recent interview. Now, Falling in Reverse just yesterday released their brand new single called All My Life, featuring none other than Jelly Roll. And in just the first 24 hours, this video has rocketed past 1 million views. Just unbelievable. Another big hit single for them in just the last few weeks. And this is all coming from the brand new record, Popular Monster, which is coming out on July 26th, highly anticipated. The first record from Falling in Reverse in many years. So that'll be really interesting to hear all the music that comes out on that. And for Sebastian Bach, he has also recently released his first new record in about a decade called Child Within the Man, and he is currently touring in support of that new record. Now, Ronnie did respond to these comments that Bach made in this interview. So for those of you who haven't seen that, take a look at Bach's response when he was asked in this fan Q&A that was part of Metal Hammer whether or not he would ever make peace with Ronnie. So this is from that brand new interview with Metal Hammer. You can read the entire interview at the link in the description, but this is the part where he's asked about Ronnie Radke. They wrote, "Would you ever make peace with Ronnie Radke?" And he goes, "I don't know who that is. The only way I know that name is from the internet. So they might as well be a Republican politician or reality TV show star or YouTuber. Whatever opinion someone has on the internet, for me to give a shit, I would have to respect the music first. And I have never heard one note of that band. The only reason I know them is because they seem to love their computers more than real rock and roll." Now, in the background of all of this is the fact that there have been rumors heating up about Sebastian Bach rejoining Skid Row in recent months. That's after the band parted ways with Eric Gronwall so he can focus on health-related issues. But quickly after that, it was revealed that none other than Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm will be filling in the interim for the band. And she's been having amazing performances with the group, but she made it clear that this is not something she can commit to long term, because obviously Hailstorm is very successful and that is a full-time gig. But members of Skid Row have also made it clear that they're not interested in reuniting with Sebastian Bach, with Dave Snake Sabo essentially saying that he values his own happiness over reuniting with someone for money, which he kind of makes it seem like they just don't get along. And he alluded to some hurtful statements that he felt Sebastian Bach had made about members of the band as well, in indicating he didn't want to do it. And then a short time after he kind of gave that interview, you had Sebastian Bach up on stage where he was calling out people in the crowd. He called out one person in particular wearing a Skid Row shirt, and then he went into how he can name all of the numerous former vocalists that they've had. Here's a little bit of that exchange from the other night.
St. Andrew's Hall, man, this is killer. Yeah. That's the band that kicked me out. Yeah, killer. Great. How you doing, Detroit?
Now, Bach says that first person he was actually referencing was a former band he was in before Skid Row that kicked him out. So, to be fair, and this is the part where he starts kind of laying into Skid Row.
Yeah, wait, I'm fascinated by this shirt right here. This is Skid Row with what number singer? 7, 8, 9? What number is that guy? Huh? What is that replacement number 7? Or number 8? Or number 9? And before you say, well, they don't have 9, I can name every one of them. How do you even wear that? It's like ridiculous. Is that the guy from Dragon Force or TNT or whatever the embarrassing?
To me, it seems like from that clip there that he's pretty much given up on reuniting with his former bandmates in Skid Row. And so now you have Ronnie Radke firing back at Sebastian Bach from those recent comments in that new interview that he gave, where Bach is saying that he hasn't heard of Ronnie and he doesn't know who he is. And the band seems to really love their laptops more than they love rock and roll. So that seems to have pissed off Ronnie a bit. He is absolutely going in on him in these videos posted to his social media. And he's also alluding to and showing images from a private video, apparently, about Bach. And he's saying he's barking like a dog and all of this stuff. I'm not going to show you that clip here, but I'm going to show you as much of it as I can. And so this is what Ronnie had to say about Bach's recent comments in that interview.
What's up, guys? This message is for Sebastian Bach. My hair's up. Sebastian Bach. Sebastian Bach on Ronnie Radke. I don't know who that is. Sebastian, you know exactly who I am. You talked a lot of crap about me for years. Also, another reason why I know you're lying is because this is Elvis Basquet, and I know you know who that is because he did your newest album, and Elvis Basquet did Dying Is the Latest Fashion from Escape to Fate. He did 3 or 4 albums of my first albums, and he probably had them hanging all over his walls and stuff, and I'm sure my name got brought up a few times since I've known Elvis since I was literally a teenager. So this whole pretending that you don't know I exist is just so phony, just like everything else. That's why nobody likes you. Your band doesn't want you back. They never want you back. You're literally the most insufferable human being of all time with terrible vocals. You know what's cool about me is that my old band, Escape to Fate, they're still my friends. I have lifelong friends. You have no lifelong friends. Nobody likes you. And that's a sad, miserable existence because you have to play covers of Skid Row songs because your own band doesn't even want you back. At the blackjack table, at the Excalibur, at the Circle Bar, at like midnight, when you're exhausted for a 60-year-old man that looks like Donald Trump meets Caitlyn Jenner. Piece of shit loser. F you. F anybody that actually pretends to be your friend. And f everything you stand for, you loser. Have a nice day.
Oh my God.
What's up, guys? This message is for Sebastian Bach.
Oh my goodness. So Ronnie posted a number of responses on social media to this, but this is another one that I'm going to highlight where he is calling out Sebastian Bach. He's saying, you know, rock stars are supposed to be against big corporations and all this stuff. And he was really critical of him for some of his posts back during COVID. Take a look.
Another video to Sebastian Bach. I forgot about this, man. Sebastian Bach, man, rock and roll. You're true rock and roll, man. 1980, whatever, bro. Rock on, brother. You're doing Earth's justice, man. Because you're Sebastian Bach, 6'8" with a fucking 1-inch dick.
Oh my God. So as always, Ronnie is totally unhinged on social media. He put a lot more stuff out there as well. And again, the success of the brand new single, All My Life, just doing crazy streaming numbers as we've grown accustomed to with Falling in Reverse. And so the new album, Popular Monster, coming out in late July, late next month, really just a few weeks away. So that's so exciting. And we'll keep you posted on all things Falling in Reverse and Sebastian Bach. That's your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe and notifications on for the latest news and updates.